Okay guys, what we have here, my Bluetti AC200P, I believe that's the model number. It wasn't charging. I had a small load on it and it discharged the battery way past 30 volts, I believe, and then the charge controller wouldn't even turn on to begin charging. So what I had to do, and nobody seem to have an answer online for this, but what I figured is there wasn't enough voltage in the battery to get the electronics going. So I had to take it apart to get all the way down. Let's see if I can show you. I had to take it all the way down to expose my battery connection right there. So there's your positive, there's your negative. So what I did is I unscrewed them from the motherboard. Let me turn this thing around. Okay, so unscrew them from the motherboard, these two bolts right there, and they'll be loose and you'll have them connected right here. So that's your battery right there. Okay, so you have to basically jump start it till it gets to about 40 volts. And the way I did this, I connect it, so here's the wall charger that comes with it, and I didn't have a connection to go, so I kind of improvised in here. So I made a little prong that goes in there to catch the little positive point, and then I just clamped this on the negative on the outside and this on the positive right there, and then I connected the other side, plus to plus, make sure it's disconnected from there, so it has to be straight to the battery so it doesn't go to any of the electronics. So plus to plus, minus to minus, let it charge till it reaches at least 40. I had it all the way up to 46 volts, and then it all started working again. So I'll put it together and I'll show you guys that it works. All right, bye. Okay, so I connected the battery back to the electronics and the charger and everything. So push the button. Okay, it's gonna fire up. I see it's 0%, so it discharged way past what it's needed for it to actually do its job. So when you plug, I'm guessing when, all right, let me plug this thing before it dies again, and we'll watch the MPPT controller kick in. Alright, so charger's plugged back in there. Let's see if it's gonna turn on. Okay, yep, it just kicked in. So we're charging with close to 400 watts right now. So everything's working. So what happened is I had a, right here, okay, fault. Let's see, what's this? Yeah. All right, so what happened, I had a USB thing plugged in right there, and I was charging a little flashlight for my gun, and I left it on, but there was no sun at all, and it was just, I don't know, a couple weeks, so there wasn't much charge left in the battery. So I'm guessing these things don't turn off when there's a small, very small load connected to them, so they keep draining and draining and draining the battery till there's just about nothing left in it. So when I tested mine, when I opened it all up, when I tested it with my little, where did it go, with this thing, it only showed that it had 28 volts in it, so that's not enough to to get the electronics running. So what I did, as I showed you guys before, I basically jump started it. I hooked up directly to the battery through this controller. I guess you can hook up through solar to the battery and let it charge up that way. I figured it's quicker with the charger. I just had to rig it up, and I brought it to 46 volts and everything is back online. So it's up to you if you want to take yours apart to fix it, or you can just send it in. I figured well, I have an electronics degree, so I figured I'll open it up and give it a little boost, because that's what I thought it needed, and that's what it needed. So it got the job done. I didn't have to ship it in. I didn't have to deal with returns and all that and paying for shipping costs, and now I know how to fix it if this ever happened again. But in the future, I'm never gonna use these again. I'm just gonna plug in with a brick in here and then pull a USB if I need from there. Anyway, I hope this helps anybody. I couldn't find anything online that addresses this particular issue, so hopefully this helps somebody. All right, peace out. Okay, we've had it charging for a few minutes here. Seems to be working. Everything is in order. It worked.